Yep, you guessed it. It's time for another episode of The Simple Life. Welcome back to the vlog. I'm going to just jump right in because last week was pretty great. I got to help out at my parents' local church here in Huntsville, Alabama. They had a fall festival to get the community involved and just get people out and excited about coming back to church. You know, since COVID, things have been a little bit different. Well, I should say a lot different since the pandemic hit in 2020, and we have been back at home and getting comfortable doing online church. And Center Grove here in Huntsville, Alabama is looking to invite the community back and get their members back. So it was a great turnout. We had a car show. My mom and I were the greeters, so we were able to get everybody checked in and signed up for some great giveaways. We had an awesome food bank. There was registering to vote and some health scans there, so some professionals were involved to get you up to date with everything you need to know about staying healthy during this time. And we had, of course, a drum line with some great games. We had bingo and other things happening, great music, and of course, you can't go wrong with a good cakewalk. Listen, people were lined up for these cakewalks so that you can take a nice, delicious cake home, and we had nachos, snow cones, and popcorn. So it was a great day. Once that event was over, I couldn't get out of my mind that I might be living here soon. So did a little driving around to get some inspo before I got home to make a delicious meal. It's so funny, after the fall festival, I was so hungry and I was like, I'm just going to get something delicious, buy it at a restaurant or go through takeout. And I was like, you know what? I would much rather make something amazing at home. So I started thinking about P.F. Chang, and I love P.F. Chang. And I was like, it's Saturday. I don't want to drive over there and it's probably going to be busy. So I decided to make homemade lettuce wraps. So the ones at P.F. Chang, they have a vegetarian option, and it has tofu, mushrooms, water, chestnuts, and onions, and a whole bunch of deliciousness. So of course, you know what I did? I just looked up a recipe online and made it for myself. I happened to have most of the ingredients. So on my way home, I did stop and pick up, I think I needed hoisin sauce and some more soy sauce. This is what I have right now that I'm getting ready to put in here. So I was making the sauce, and super easy to make, guys. When I tell you, I get so much joy from just making delicious food at home. I don't know what it is. Like, I love to go out and, be served and have the ambiance and, enjoy fellowshipping with other people. But I also really like and love to make my food at home. I enjoy the process of cooking. Does anybody else do that? Like, we have gotten so busy where we don't take time to enjoy the little things. And that's why I really wanted to create this channel so that we can get back to the simple life, right? Where we just take our time and enjoy the moments. So cooking for me, and then being able to make it healthy where I know what's in it, I know it's going to be delicious, and it just makes it so much more enjoyable. So I have put together the ingredients for the sauce, which was super easy. I'll have the ingredients listed in the description below, so don't worry, you'll have the recipe there. And then I started cutting up my tofu. So the directions for this specific recipe said you can crumble it, which I decided after I cut it into square, rectangle size pieces, that I probably should have crumbled it, because then it gets a more meaty texture. And I also recommend spend the extra money, guys, and buy shiitake mushrooms. They are so flavorful. Now, before becoming a vegetarian, over 5 years, September was 5 years, I never really liked mushrooms, but having to find meat replacement and protein options, mushrooms have become really something that I use fairly often. But when I tell you, these shiitake mushrooms, and if you can find, there's kind of like there's a mixed mushroom option too. So most of the time you see the Bella or baby Bella mushrooms, which those are good too. But let me tell you, these shiitake mushroom, So I chopped those up to go with the tofu, and also some onions and garlic. And like I said, I'll put all of the ingredients on the description below. But I just want to bring you along in the kitchen, of course, so that you can enjoy this meal prep. It's so much fun. So a little EVOO, tossed in the tofu, and you'll see that I'll start to kind of break it up a little bit more. I do like my tofu in small little bite-sized pieces because it cooks and gets a nice little flavor on them a little bit better than when you do like the whole block, which I don't typically do a whole block unless I'm making a sandwich, but I prefer to put tofu like on my salad or mix it up with some mushrooms and make a sandwich like this. So there's so many different things you can do, guys. So this recipe was surprisingly super easy, and it didn't really take that long. So I was able to sit back and relax, enjoy the day, because we had a great day at the festival, and now it's time to eat. I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you so much for all of you guys who are continuously watching my vlog and supporting the channel. Listen, taking a leap of faith and starting your business and doing something different with your life, whether that's learning how to save money and invest money. Maybe you've been overspending for most of your life and now it's time for you to do something different. Or maybe you need to change your eating habits and you're looking to get in the best shape of your life and lose weight and stay at a good, healthy weight and tone and all the good things. Life is what you make of it, and you have to learn the discipline. Like, it's so funny. I stopped eating meat 5 years ago, cold turkey, with no pun intended, but like, yeah, it's intended. I just decided that I wasn't going to eat meat anymore. I just got tired of the way I was feeling, and I wanted to make sure that I was taking care of myself. So that's why I encourage you to try your best to discover the best mindset so that you can live your life to the fullest, right? Life is happening so fast and the days are getting so short, guys. Like every time I go on social media or I, talk to a friend, someone in their family is gone, and people are losing their lives left and right. And it's up to us to have the faith to be consistent in our own measures and what makes us happy, but also being able to slow down just a little bit and enjoy the little things is what this channel is all about. So I enjoy cooking. I enjoy serving and helping other people achieve their goals. And one thing I want to remind you to do is that you can do anything you set your mind to. So I get up every day and I start thinking and planning about my future and my next steps. I don't know where I'll be, but I promise that when I get there, it's going to be amazing. So thanks for subscribing, for liking this video, and I will see you next week. Have a great one.